Welcome back. We are excited. I'm so happy that you guys are tuning in again. We really appreciate all the feedback we've been getting about our show. And we're glad that you guys keep coming back and watching us. So So again, if you haven't, go in the comments, let us know what you guys think, and hit that subscribe button, please. And tell a friend, okay? Because we're trying to get our views up. So just don't watch it. Hit that subscribe button as well. And also follow us on Instagram at _the.audacity. So you already know how we about to do. We about to go in, dive deep, give it up, and talk about the Housewives of Reunion final episode. Woo, yes, it was a lot to unpack. Okay, the wigs were wigging, the bobs were bobbing, and so we're just gonna jump right into it. So they started off with the Mia and Jacqueline drama.
Oh gosh.
Yeah,
drama though. There was like 3 minutes of them shuffling papers and not telling us anything.
Jacqueline told enough. Jacqueline said enough. I thought they were going to be able to get through whatever it is they're going through, and they were going to come to an agreement to just squash it, try to start over maybe sometime, and move on. But that is not what they brought.
They were shuffling the papers like, try me.
Like this, squared up. They were squared up. Yeah.
They were like, I got something you don't want me to say, so try me if you want to. Because I don't really think Mia had nothing in them papers.
They brought a knife to a gun fight.
Files on the daggone papers for all we know. That's all.
Yeah, I was like, girl, put that little cute.
You really had something, you would say something.
Yeah, because Jacqueline pulled out that folder. It was flipping through. What you trying to do? Mia was looking at her like, bitch, I wish
car receipts. Miss, you help me. My name is on this. I like how they went back too and showed the little clip with Gordon. Like, did y'all pay for my car and everything? I was like, yes. Remind us, because I don't even remember that conversation happening during the season.
It definitely happened.
I was happy that they went back and showed us a little bit of what she was talking about, because the only things I really remember is like when they were on the vacations. And one vacation in Miami, they butt buddies and they gung-ho and they like this. They the bestest of friends and sisters. Then they go to Mexico. There we arch nemesis and enemies. Like,
yeah, and I still don't understand how that whole argument started. They said that it started before they got to the airport when Jacqueline's sister was looking for her kids. And I guess she was calling Mia, and Mia probably was irritated. Like, why is she calling me about your kids? Answer your sister phone call. I don't know, but it was weird that it started there and ended up as, after 30 years of friendships, we have now come to an end. That is crazy.
Spiraled out of control.
Yeah. And they said there's no reconciliation. I hope that they are able to work it out, because it do seem like some real petty shit. Like they just, going back and forth, calling each other out. And honestly, like y'all are two best friends and know each other's deep, darkest secret. Leave that off the camera. You know what I'm saying? And give us a little drama, but don't ruin your friendship over no reality TV stuff. Like,
here today and going tomorrow, right off of this show, and they will replace you with somebody with a better storyline.
And you have to remember, no matter what you and your friends go through, there's always room to make up. But the key is, the reason why we do or are able to make up is because you can always look back and say, out of all we went through, she never told my secrets. So that'd be the thing right there. That would mend the relationship.
They telling it all.
They telling it all. I'm like, no, stop. Yeah, I don't know. So I think they might have cut a little too deep, actually.
Well, she said it ain't no fixing it. It's broke. So
that's what she said.
Season.
Oh, and when they asked Jacqueline, "Did you sleep with Gordon?" I believe she did, because they was looking a little. That looks like, I was like,
I don't know. I mean, Gordon, he seemed like a little freaky old man. I know, but I don't think that. I think that might be too much, but I don't know.
No, I think it went down. I do. I do.
I hope not.
I hope not.
I hope not.
That's just something deep, something deep rooted. They got on each other. They got some shit on each other.
Yes.
and they are like,
yeah,
like you don't really want me to say this on TV. So you know what? Let's just not be friends and let's go about our business. And hopefully we can resolve this when the camera stop rolling, because that was
they're gonna have to hope that people forget what they exposed of each other too, because this world, we're not forgetting nothing.
Well, they're not going to forget it. They might remember it only because social media doesn't let anything die. They don't let you forget anything. Even when they try to forget it, somebody's going to bring it right back up.
Exactly.
It may not be them. It may not be the show, but social media is going to breathe life into that every time.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Just like they be going back on those clips, like, boop, this is what you said.
Yeah.
Yep.
So yeah,
the Bones graveyard. Nothing dies on Twitter.
Nope, nothing.
But I wish that their story would have ended different. I wish they had went gutter like that.
I know, me too. It was kind of like sad to watch, kind of see the whole relationship deteriorate. Like, you know, that was kind of sad. But then they brung out Sharice. Ponytail. Now that
I told y'all that pony was not going to be right.
You definitely had your opinion about that hairdo that was going to be coming on that reunion show.
It looked like a whole Barbie ponytail.
Yep.
It just looked. I mean, you could see the glue. You can see it like glued down, glued on the back. Then it was like wave.
It was
that dog string to me. To be honest.
It looked like synthetic hair, to be honest with you. Like, you can't tell me that was not no synthetic hair.
That lady got too much money to be rocking a synthetic ponytail. That was not synthetic.
It didn't look like human hair.
It looks like it was a lot of product. Too much product. Too much shine and fizzle and spray and smooth with the flat iron. It was just too much. But I can guarantee you that she's not wearing no synthetic ponytail.
I'm sure it wasn't, but it just didn't look good.
It definitely gave Barbie plastic hair. It did.
It did. It was just too much. And as the stylist, like, who's advising you to come on here? You know, y'all have a personal stylist.
And I think they just like beating the dead horse with keep bringing up like Sharice and Karen's mom's funeral, and if she came, was it sincere? I was like, are we talking about this again? I'm so tired of talking about this.
Yeah, like what's the relevance of it? Like, why does it even matter?
I was happy Karen shut it down. Like, you know what? I'm not talking about this no more. Don't keep bringing up my mother's funeral because I'm not going to keep talking about it. I was happy that she shut it down. Like, Andy, you should know better. Stop bringing up this woman's mother's funeral.
Yeah, yeah, like it's ridiculous. Like, okay, that was how many years ago? Like, stop.
Like 5 years ago. Like, we're move on. That same entire storyline. We're done.
Giselle jumps in there like, oh, and you know, she was at Karen's birthday party 5 years ago.
That was
y'all all be at each other's parties and events and don't like each other. So what was the purpose of even saying that?
Say it again.
She
went to the event.
Yeah, she was trying to hone in on the point that Karen, if you are so in dislike of Sharice, why would you let her come to your party? But we're like, who cares? Like, moving on. We don't care.
Yes, they didn't really give us much. They gave us, like, towards the end, when they brought the husbands out, that's when it turned up for me.
Because that's when Candace and her gang came through. You know.
Gang. She came through.
They called Wendy's husband Happy Eddie. They had Happy Eddie over there. They had Big G.
And they had Crenshaw Chris sitting there. Right?
He don't got no nickname because he just been under the flames and the fire all day.
No, that's his name, Crenshaw Chris. He said, "Let me speak."
He came out of that thing. See you walking like, what's up?
Fired.
He wanted that smoke. He wanted it. He was ready for Giselle. How did you think Giselle did? Did you understand her explanation? Because that's the thin line. You don't buy it?
No. It was bullcrap.
What about you,
It was bullcrap. It was bullcrap, but I'm glad Chris shut her ass down. Like, he shut her down. Like, nah, shut up and let me speak. You've been speaking all damn season. Shut up. And like, I was like, good job, Chris.
Yeah, he went in. He went in. And Candace was ready. She was ready. Like, tag me in. She was sitting there while he was talking. She tried to be patient. She rocking side to side, like, tag me in. And then when she jumped in there, she went gutter
to the jugular. I was like, ooh,
gutter. She called her a gutter B.
Yeah, no, a gutter snipe. Yes, Giselle couldn't say nothing. Okay,
what was it to say?
She couldn't say nothing. I was like, ooh, Candace was ready. Candace like, I don't accept nothing, and you shouldn't either. She's like, nah, she's doing that because it's convenient. I was like, oh,
she was. It's like, okay, Giselle, we understand that you don't have much of a storyline. That's obvious. But now you're going to bring up something that really was nothing, bring it into this season because you're riding the coattails of this BS story that Ashley done concocted about these DMs. Like,
that was so
Ashley and Giselle was both messy as hell for that.
Yeah.
I don't really think Giselle, like, what's her, she doesn't have a real storyline.
She doesn't.
Other than her husband was there's a man of the church that went around and, oh, did y'all hear about him? I don't want to talk about her name because it ain't on the show. But
yeah. Everybody know that he for the streets and been for the streets.
Yeah, that was pretty bad. But that was her storyline. Now that she has moved on, we need something. We need something. She's dating. She's not dating. I don't know. What is going on?
She's having surgery. Her kids are crying. She's telling people she feels uncomfortable. It's like she's reaching. Everything is just a stretch. And I just feel like, what the hell? Like, it's just, and I mean, she was just sitting back there looking like, oh my God, like, yeah, I said that, but I don't know why I said that. Like, she couldn't
apologize. She did apologize for that, for calling Chris the slick link or the sneak link or whatever.
Sneaky link.
She did apologize for that. So I was like, okay, she apologized. So that
was because she uses these terms, and first of all, calm down. Who sneaky link is he? Who sneaky link? Was he sneaky linking with you? Because all he did was ask to talk to you in the room. That's not a sneaky link. A sneaky link, y'all going somewhere and doing something sneaky and linking. There was no sneak or link involved. Yeah. For her to use that term is just like you're creating something that wasn't even there.
Yeah. But she's done that this whole season. All she's done was create BS all season and chaos.
Yeah.
She couldn't back shit up.
And y'all, it was a lot of apologizing this on this third episode of this reunion. Karen apologized at least 4 times. I'm like,
she said it. I was being petty and I was being messy.
She definitely did. She apologized about that. She apologized. she was just. I was like, oh, they're taking accountability this season. Well, the end.
Well, not everybody didn't take accountability, but Karen was.
Candace did not apologize, and she wasn't apologizing. She didn't have apology in her vision. Like, no, it's not happening. No. She said, I said what I said.
I know what I said. I know the implications of what I said.
And I still receive your message, but I stand behind what I'm saying. Mm-hmm. I like that.
So what do y'all think about that comment that she made, though? Like, about the whole
telling her she had white skin privilege.
Yeah, she had white skin. Like, I feel where she was coming from. I feel where she was coming from as a brown skinned woman, a darker skinned woman. I feel where she was coming from. But in that context, what happened last week with the colorism debacle, I feel like it was kind of like a no, what did you say that? Take it back, because they made a big stance on colorism and all this, and then you go call them out for their white skin.
Yeah, I think that was definitely a big contradiction. And I also think that what the ladies do is it doesn't apply if I don't like you. And I don't like that. Like either we're gonna agree on a content or how we gonna roll, how this circle gonna go, whether or not me and you beefing or not. We gotta have that common line of respect. And I think Candace, like Ashley said, oh, so you believe it, but it doesn't apply to you. That's how she comes off. And I think we all can be guilty of that in life. We all do it. But I think on subjects like colorism, subjects like sexuality and religion, I think there's certain guidelines. Children, husbands have been thrown in and out, but I think there's got to be a baseline of what we not gonna do. And I thought that they came to an agreement last week that they weren't going to do that colorism, and Candace went straight.
I'll tell you one thing, they don't be messing with them dark-skinned husbands like they be messing with them light-skinned husbands.
I think, you know what?
Who's the light-skinned husband?
So they mess with they mess
with
Juan.
They
mess with Chris.
Yes.
They mess with well, he was white. Ashley Darby husband. Yeah. But they don't mess with the dark-skinned husbands. They be like, oh, I ain't gonna say nothing to him, but he might be an angry black man.
No, well, on this franchise you talking, right?
Yeah.
They show got Patricia. They show got Patricia.
That's Atlanta. That's different. That's the end.
They tore him all the way up. But but I think that the only dark-skinned husbands we have is Gordon. Gordon get along with everybody.
Gordon, Ray, Eddie.
They done got on Ray when Ray was losing that house.
They don't be messing with old Ray.
But Ray don't mess with nobody. He ain't really doing nothing.
Nobody else doesn't really be messing with anybody either when you think about it. They be trying to pick with these daggone husbands.
Eddie.
All the guys kind of be, they kind of are level-headed and try to be cool, Yeah. Yeah. Because Eddie
out the way.
He said, I can't smile at nobody.
Yeah, they don't want no issues. They ain't got time for that. They sitting back, they swagged out. Gordon, he out the way until he got to come and save Mia sometimes. He be having Mia back. But
he definitely be saving Mia. He definitely
he always come. But that's what a husband is supposed to do. If I'm wrong, if I'm right, my man better hold me down. Tell me in the house, don't you tell me up front of these cameras, because we gonna have a problem.
So what did y'all think about the whole them asking Karen about the cheating allegations?
Karen's like, I need you got your chance to speak, Ray. Let me know right now if you got a problem with what you're hearing. Because when we get home, I will hear this shit. You had your opportunity to speak. Speak now or forever hold your opinion.
Ray don't want no smoke.
He don't want no smoke.
I think he know what time it is. He can't. Karen's like, it's nothing he can do with Karen at this point.
He's an older
wire.
He bent over. Ain't shit he can do.
Oh, don't do Ray.
Don't do that. I'm not. No. What we not gonna do is that. Ray is a respectful man. Ray's the type that I'm gonna make my queen when we out in public. But I can guarantee you, behind them closed doors, Ray is a monster. You trust me.
I don't see.
Shit, me. I think so.
Karen be running these streets of DC.
She do.
And Ray don't be nowhere in sight.
Ray be at home.
Ray be home sleep. Like, don't listen.
Get tired.
Karen said, I am 5'9".
He's only up at the crack of dawn, and he in the bed by 7. And that's when the cat's away, Karen will play. Allegedly, I'm just joking.
Let me go outside.
He's not doing that. Karen ain't messing with these men out here. Blue Eyes was probably a thing 5 years ago.
Sharice just trying to paint a picture of her just out here and just messing with anybody and doing any old thing. And I don't get that vibe from Karen.
I'm not gonna say that. I think Sharice know a lot, but I think
she may know a lot, but she was trying to paint her like a streetwalker, basically.
I think they both got some shit on each other.
Absolutely.
And I do agree with that.
And just live. What's our code in our circle? We live until death do us part. We taking shit to the grave. I don't care what.
Karen was sitting there tight-lipped, like,
we might do a little eyes like.
Had her lips all picked up the whole. Like, I know, girl, don't do it.
Look, biting tongues and everything.
Because even when they was talking about Robin, she was like, I got the picture, and she was like, you know what? She thought about it. She thought about it because she was like, because if they pull that picture of me and this
look, she's talking about something Ray said, put it up. Ray said that. Ray said that. I hear him say that.
Leave my Karen alone. Y'all know I love Karen.
We love Karen too, but Karen, she thought because she got the picture. She got the picture, but they got one of her too. Yeah. And Robin was ready. Robin and Giselle was ready. Like, I dare you. I double dog dare you.
That thing Robin don't need to be worrying about what nobody else man is doing. And she surely don't need to be questioning Karen, talking about, did my husband do something inappropriate with you? Ma'am, you need to worry about this Canadian woman whose titties he's probably sucking on and not him pressing.
Don't say titties, Karen said their breasts.
Their breasts. They're not titties.
Dogs have titties.
Dogs.
She worried about the wrong things.
Yeah, but every time Robin is a stutterer. You can catch her when she's fumbling over words. Robin, just stop. You knew your man was cheating. You done saw the pictures. You done saw the threads.
The whole time.
Like, stop. Let's just stop.
Andy was tearing her up on that Watch What Happens Live.
It was horrible. I said, Andy, no, he wrong. Andy was asking everything we wanted to know.
Live. That's how she should have looked on the reunion show. Because she was hanging on Watch What Happens Live.
Yeah, she looked good.
She just rolled out of bed for the reunion show.
Who?
Robin.
Yeah, but Robin is all discombobulated right now. Her hair is just
Yeah, but that was the reunion show was before Watch What Happens Live. She looked better on Watch What Happens Live than she did on the reunion show.
No, Watch What Happens Live was before the reunion.
Right.
No, it said 2 weeks later. When they put that up there at the end, they recorded that 2 weeks later. So at the reunion show, nobody even knew. None of this stuff had came out about Robin Dixon with Juan cheating and all of that stuff.
Because trust me, they would have been talking about that.
Got you. But wait, then why did she say I was just waiting on?
She was waiting on Karen to do what she did at the Mexico. Go deeper into it. She was waiting for. She said Karen already dropped the bomb. She was just waiting for her to talk more about it.
But see, Karen can go low, but Karen still got it.
Said, if you knew about this all the time, why wouldn't you just say something and get ahead of the story versus letting the other girls control the narrative?
Right.
Did y'all understand why Candace was so upset?
At who?
At Robin. When they were showing the clips from Watch What Happens Live, Andy was saying that Candace was pissed with Robin.
Oh, because she felt like that Robin is always one of the people, and on the the producers and everything will tell you, like, you're on a reality show. This is reality. You have to let us know what's going on in your life. Mm-hmm. And for Robin to be like one of the most senior girls on the show, to keep something like that out of the show, and mm-hmm. she's like figuring out like how she wants to do it. She felt like that was betrayal for her because she was right with them as they dropping tea about Chris, which really wasn't no tea, but they dropping tea about Chris, and she like, and you got this whole thing going on, but you kept your stuff out of the limelight, but you cool to talk with the girls about what I got going on with Chris. Like, that's crazy.
Yeah, that was.
If you on reality TV, the whole thing is to show your life. Mm-hmm. We're supposed to see your life, and if it's something major going on, we are supposed to capture that. And she hit it, but want to be in everybody else shit. And like she said, they knew all this stuff was going on during COVID, and they wanted to make Candace and Chris
the focal
point, and they used Chris, as she said, this sacrificial lamb.
And so do you think as a reality TV star that there are boundaries and limits to what you should show media in the world? Do you think there's like,
I feel like once you reach your limit, then you need to step down from the show.
I think that there are. I think that there are, but you can't. Yeah. You can't, because in that type of circle, they've been filming for 5-6 years. Like you say, anything to go on, their phones is ringing. It's in the blog. Everything is being captured. So it's no way for you to hide it. But the only reason that they were hiding it because I think Giselle is like an executive, like she's part of like they said she's like an executive producer, or she's got some high role in this season show. She was narrating like the shows.
Who? Really? I didn't hear that.
Yeah.
She don't got nothing else to do.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you think that everything should be up front when you are a reality show star? You think everything? Okay.
And if it's getting to be too much and you don't want to share anymore, that's when you step down from the show.
Unless you got a pact with your crew and everybody's in agreement that we're not sharing this.
Okay.
But none of them don't get along like that for them to have that pact. So it's like anything to come out, they ready to go run their business or ready to go tell something. There's no pact or agreement within that friend group.
So it's a free for all. It's a free for all.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody just go in. Dang, I couldn't do that.
But Robin and Giselle had a pact that we're not talking about this.
Yeah, they definitely.
Trust me, Giselle knew.
Oh yeah, but what about when Giselle was open and honest and let Robin know that I thought you would at least call me the day of your wedding, like just come on. And Robin was like, you know what, Giselle, I did. I was like, damn.
Well, I mean, that has a lot to do with Juan. Juan is not with none of these hoes.
Nope, he ain't with
He's not with none of it. He's not with none of it, and he's anti Real Housewives of Potomac.
Wait, the only one he like is Karen. He like him some Karen.
You might not like her now after this episode just aired.
Oh yeah, well.
But other than that, I mean, it wasn't that spicy like last season. It wasn't that spicy.
You don't think so?
No, I think Andy took it easy on him. I don't think Andy was like going to the jugular. I thought it was kind of spicy. I thought it was all right.
I was expecting more, especially for 90 minutes.
Yeah, for 90 minutes, I was definitely expecting some more getting down into the weeds. But you know, they all
did they have any weeds to get down into?
I think we got them all out in the first episode, the first part 1 of 3. Actually, I feel like that was the best one. The first episode of the reunion was the best one.
Okay. Agreed.
I can agree with that as well.
Well,
my own speculation that I brought out from, and we can end it after this, but my only speculation that I brought out from the second one was like, are Wendy and Robin like competing for Candace's friendship? Because it seemed like they are battling to see who is her friend more, and everything they was going back and forth was about her.
I think that Robin and Robin and Candace were really close initially, but I think that now I think Candace and Wendy are really close because it's just been a division with the whole Giselle and everything like that, and Robin. I think Candace now has formed her own good friendship now with Wendy. And I like Wendy and Candace friendship. I think
Wendy, Candace, and Ashley have their little bond together. I think they make a good little.
Candace ain't really rocking with Ashley like that.
Yeah, she's a little too messy. She'll take her as an affiliate friend. Like when they doing something that is about Karen, she will be around Ashley. But if it ain't really about Karen, or that's pretty much it. If it ain't about Karen, then she ain't really gonna be bothered with Ashley.
Mm-hmm.
I can see that. You know, them friend circles can.
But I want them just to. It's like what I didn't like, and I think Andy touched on it, is all of them, when they don't like something, they'll just throw a lie out. Like, well, you slept with this and this person. You did this. And this is like, stop lying on
I don't like that.
Just to stir up some mess. Like, stop.
Or
Like,
just to have a comeback. You just gonna
yeah,
make up a lie and have a comeback. I
sometimes
don't
you
like
don't
that.
want to have a comeback. Sometimes you just sit there quiet. Karen was doing it. She does it very well. If she don't have a comeback for something, she just like.
I think Giselle does that too. Giselle just sits there like, ooh.
She does. She does it very well also.
Yeah. Ashley, I like Ashley. I think Ashley be like, okay, you got a point. And you might be right. I think she does that too.
Ashley throws shit out there though. Ashley be throwing a lot of stuff.
I don't think she throws out lies.
She's a little pot stirrer. She stirs the pot.
Yeah.
Somebody else will throw the lie in the pot and she sticks her little finger in there and stirs it.
Yeah.
I think she does. But I think she's coached to do so.
All of them might be coached. Shoot.
You know, that.
So
I agree with y'all on that.
Well, y'all, that was pretty much our take on the Real Housewives of Potomac, the reunion. Tell me what you guys think. Tell me, were we accurate? Give us some feedback. But like I said, it wasn't that juicy for me, and I'm pretty much done talking about it. If you guys don't got nothing to say, I think we can wrap this up, y'all.
I think it's a wrap.
Because sometimes you wonder where they get the audacity. Make sure you like and subscribe on our YouTube page, and you gotta follow us on the gram, O_the.audacity.